Hello guys, TKG is here for your comfortable LostArk life. In this video, I'd like to cover one of his class engravings of the Soul Eaters, as the video in my channel has some old introduction and editing, so I thought it'd be great to remake it like the recent cover video. Now follow me, I'll show you what you need. Let's start with the basic of this video. Class engraving I'm gonna recover in this video is Night's Edge Soul Eaters. Unlike the Full Moon Soul Eater, Night's Edge Soul Eater will replace the Deathlord mode to Soul Snatch, which increase the attack speed, movement speed, combat resource recovery, and increase the gas skill damage with cooldown reduction. And now the Deathlord skill is now an essential resource, or more like a foundation of starting the Soul Snatch mode. Core of the Night Soul Eater is a full Soulstone Deathlord skill, which not only increase the damage of the Deathlord, but also supply the Soul Snatch meters about 30% when you use the full Soulstone Deathlord. So in other words, about 4 full Deathlord means you can start up the Soul Snatch mode right away, more like turn on automatically. So the simplified management of the Night Soul Eaters can be like these circulations. Fill up the 3 Soulstone, use the full Deathlord, supply the Soul Snatch over and over until you reach the Soul Snatch mode. Maybe the big advantage of the Night Soul Eater is coming from the variety option to build its character. Still, the Knight has many variations to choose from, so you can build it with your preference. Also, the Night Soul Eater is free to use the skills on most of the situation, more like you can spray the skill whenever you want, if you keep the big mainstream of the skill circulations. And gotta be honest, unlike the other swiftness build characters, Night Soul Eater is really capable of, well, in more KR expressions, you can compress the DPS in short period of time. And maybe the short on staggered performance could be a bad thing of Night Soul Eaters. And also, unlike this busy motion and movement, it has a quite simple mechanisms. All you have to do is do this, do that, okay, got in, okay again. So if you like the intricate structured build characters, it might be not suitable for you to play. Also, if you are the first timers in the LostArk, you might be a little bit hard to control and managing these Soul Snatch meters. Not only it turns on automatically, but also it will slowly reduce over time. Major combat stat of the Night Soul Eater is swiftness and critical, but it will slightly more focused on the swiftness stat. Well, in more KR expression, half swiftness and critical build is recommended in this video. And of course with the hallucination gear set. Actually, we could use the full critical and use a swiftness as a secondary combat stat with the Nightmare, but gotta be honest, full critical build is a little harder to control and manage during the gameplay. And personally, requirements of the full critical build are a little pickier than the half swiftness and critical build. And not to mention, it will need more accurate skill circulations. So commonly, I suggest you to use the half swiftness and critical build for the better stability. And if I had a chance, I would bring some updated build, full critical build next time. Proportion of the combat stat also can be like this text box. And you can choose or build your Soul Eaters like with your preferred critical rate. Personally, for the stable DPS performance, I suggest you to build in a range from 70 to 80% critical rate. So try to choose it from your preference, but try to stay within this range of the critical rate. And you might be wondering, I thought the consistent damage was specialty of the Night Soul Eaters. Why do we have to consider the critical rate? Well, that things can be explained like this. Most of the major DPS skills has a special tripod which increase the damage at the last hit of the action. So, if you have a better critical rate, it will lead to natural DPS increase. And the engraving build also can be like this text box. If you don't like the Curse Doll, you can use the EATER Predator. If you don't mind that much about the Curse Doll and wish to see better performance, this build might be suitable for you. And as you can see, Night's Edge Soul Eater skill is categorized by color: purple, blue, gray. Gray, gas skill, is a backbone DPS skill of the Night Soul Eaters. Blue, Stygian skill, a decent utility skills which can boost the soulstone meters in short period of time. Purple is a Death Lord skills, which is a decent sub-damaging skill and a soul snatch meter supply skills. And for this combination of the skills, Night Soul Eater build is also categorized by the numbers. I mean, it is categorized by the numbers how many skills you are going to use in your skill composition. So it is represented as a NNN. So if I use the 4 Ghast, 2 Stygians, 2 Death Lord skills, the build can be called as 4-2-2 build, which I'm going to show you. Or you can have a 4-1-3 by lowering the Stygian skills to 1 and use one more Death Lord skill on your skill composition. The reason why I'm covering the 4-2-2 build is that 4-1-3 build is a little hard to control and manage your skill circulation than the 4-2-2 build. Because lowering the Stygian skills is that you could have a problem on your soulstone supply cycle, and because of that, 4-2-2 build has more flexibility on your skill circulation and management. And our skill build can be summarized like this text box. I try to choose the most common skill build of Soul Eater right now, so if you had a better experience with the other skill build or the tripod, please share your infos through the comments. Also, you can choose the death order by replacing the Asteros, but that could lower your stagger and destruction performance. Awakening skill of the Night Soul Eater is Deathbringer. Well, I think the Deathbringer is just well for the Night Soul Eater because it will bring you right away to the full stone meter. So you can start the combo by skipping the 4 builders. So commonly, I recommend Deathbringer for your awakening skill. From the basic explanation, you need to make a 3 soulstone by using the Ghast with the Stygian skill. Ghast skill, Lunatic Edge, Harvest is a set and must be used as a pair, and use the Rusted Nail as an extra supply. As I mentioned, full Soulstone Death Lord skill will fill up the 30% of the soul snatch meters, which gradually decrease over time. So you need to do your action little fast in order to be in a soul snatch mode with the 4 Death Lord skills. One thing you need to keep in mind is that you need to prepare to use the lethal spinning twice during the soul snatch mode. So mostly I recommend you to save the lethal spinning after you use the 3rd full Soulstone Death Lord skills. If you use it, mostly you cannot use the lethal spinning twice on the soul snatch mode like in the videos. If you keep in mind these factors, you can use the lethal spinning twice during the soul snatch mode. During the soul snatch mode, spray the Ghast skills on the 12 seconds uptime. Try to use the Soul Drain if you miss the skills, and if you wish to recover fast. Soul Drain will fill up about 1.5 of the Soulstone, so you can catch up or more like recover fast. And also the normal attack of Soul Eaters will recharge the Soulstone. It is a small amount, but sometimes it could help you to fill up the full Soulstone meter. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching everyone, and always thanks for your big support. Hope this video was a little help for your LostArk journey. Hope you do well with your Soul Eater with this video. And of course, if you like my videos, hit the sub for more upcoming infos. I'll come back with more useful infos in the next video.